Welcome to True History, the channel where the past comes alive with drama, power, and legacy. Before we dive into the rise and fall of the greatest empires the world has ever seen, do me a quick favor. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of epic history. Now buckle up, because what you're about to witness is the story of the most powerful empires in human history and the legendary emperors who ruled them. The Roman Empire, greatest ruler, Augustus Caesar, 27, BC, 476 AD, West, 1453 AD, East. The Roman Empire shaped the very foundation of Western civilization. From architecture and engineering to law and language, its legacy is everywhere. But its true transformation began with Augustus Caesar, the adopted son of Julius Caesar. After years of civil war, Augustus brought peace, stability, and prosperity in what came to be known as the Pax Romana, the Roman peace. Under his reign, Rome expanded, flourished, and became a beacon of power for centuries. The Islamic Caliphate, Umayyad and Abbasid, greatest ruler. Harun al-Rashid, Abbasid Caliphate, 632 AD, 1258 AD. From the sands of Arabia to the gates of China and the shores of Spain, the Islamic Caliphate became one of the largest empires in history. Harun al-Rashid, the fifth Abbasid Caliph, presided over the Islamic Golden Age. Baghdad became a center of learning, science, medicine, and art. His court was so rich and legendary, it became the setting for tales in 1001 Nights. The Mongol Empire, greatest ruler, Genghis Khan, 1206 to 1368 AD. The Mongol Empire was the largest contiguous land empire in world history. It was forged by the thunder of hooves and the vision of one man, Genghis Khan. He united the nomadic tribes of the steppe and unleashed them upon the world. Ruthless in battle, yet tolerant in administration, Genghis Khan's empire connected east and west, revitalizing trade along the Silk Road and influencing countless civilizations. The British Empire greatest ruler, Queen Victoria, 16th century, 20th century. At its height, the British Empire ruled over a quarter of the world's population. From India to Africa, from the Caribbean to Australia, the sun never set on the British flag. Queen Victoria became the face of this empire at its zenith. Under her rule, Britain experienced the Industrial Revolution, colonial expansion, and a vast global influence in politics, trade, and culture. The Maurya Empire, India, greatest ruler. Ashoka the Great, 322 to 185 BC, India's first great empire. The Maurya Empire united most of the Indian subcontinent under one rule. Its greatest ruler, Ashoka the Great, started as a fierce warrior, but after the bloody Battle of Kalinga, he embraced Buddhism and turned his empire into one of peace, tolerance, and spiritual growth. He sent missionaries across Asia and built countless stupas and monuments still standing today. The Ottoman Empire greatest ruler. Suleiman the Magnificent, 1299 to 1922. AD, the Ottoman Empire stood as a mighty bridge between East and West for over 600 years. Suleiman the Magnificent brought the empire to its peak, expanding its territory into Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. A master administrator and patron of the arts, Suleiman created a legal system, supported architecture, and redefined Islamic governance for centuries. The Persian Empire, Achaemenid Dynasty, greatest ruler, Cyrus the Great, 550 to 330 BC. The Achaemenid Empire was the first true global empire, stretching from the Indus River to the Balkans. Its founder, Cyrus the Great, was known not only for his conquests, but for his tolerance and justice. He freed the Jews from Babylon, respected local customs, and built an empire that embraced diversity. The Cyrus Cylinder is considered one of the first declarations of human rights. The Inca Empire, greatest ruler, Pachacuti, 1438 to 1533. A.D. high in the Andes Mountains, the Inca Empire thrived without a written language, without wheels and without iron tools, yet it built cities, roads, and marvels like Machu Picchu. Their greatest emperor, Pachacuti, expanded a small kingdom into an empire of millions. His reign brought centralization, infrastructure, and spiritual unity, all before the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors. The Qing Dynasty, China. Greatest ruler, Kangxi Emperor, 1644 to 1912. A.D. The Qing Dynasty was the last imperial dynasty of China and one of the most powerful. Kangxi Emperor ruled for 61 years, one of the longest reigns in history. He stabilized the empire, expanded its borders, and welcomed science and innovation. Under his rule, China was wealthy, vast, and globally influential. The French colonial empire, greatest ruler, Napoleon Bonaparte, 17th century, 1962. Colonial Empire, 1804-1815. Though known more for revolution than empire, France built a massive colonial empire across the Americas, Africa, and Asia. But its greatest imperial figure was Napoleon Bonaparte, the military genius who crowned himself emperor and transformed Europe. His reforms, wars, and code of laws changed the world forever. Though he eventually fell, his legacy still echoes today. And there you have it. 10 of the greatest empires in world history and the rulers who shaped them. Which one impressed you the most? Who do you think was the greatest ruler of all time? Tell us in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through time, like the video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode of History Plus. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your mind open and your sword sharp.